Hello, everyone. Tater Swag here, coming back at you with another episode of Tater Talks. And this episode is a little bit special because we hit 100 subscribers. What? What? Are you kidding me? You guys, there's more than 100 of you watching me. And to be quite honest, I hit 100 subscribers like a month ago. I kind of took a little break. Think life got a little hectic, but I'm finally here. I'm doing the 100 subscriber special, and I wanted this to be a blog, but I couldn't find a camera that was good enough to really record what I wanted to record. But we're here, and we're live, and we are going to be doing a caving Q&A. So, hopefully this cave is sufficient. It is good enough for us. Uh, let's see, what is this? It's a Fortune 3 pick, so even if we come across anything good, we should be able to loot the crap out of this cave. And I lit it up a tiny bit just to make sure that it wasn't a dud. So hopefully it's not. So let's just get right into the questions, which is what we're all here for. And you know what? Before I start, I have to thank all of you. 100 subscribers. That is ridiculous. That is wonderful and amazing, and I would have never guessed you guys to be able to like watch so many of my videos, and I would have never guessed for me to get to 100. 100, that's so many of you. And I think right now, since I have taken a little break and I have been putting out videos that I've had pre-recorded and stuff, I'm at like 130 something, a little over 130 last time I checked, and that's just ridiculous. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And I tend to gush a lot in these Tater Talks episodes about how wonderful you guys are, but you really are. You guys are really, really wonderful. And you know, the more you guys know it, the better y'all would feel. But guess what? I think this is a dud cave. This is totes a dud cave. Let's dig here. Well, I guess this was good enough for an intro episode. So I guess we're gonna head out and find a different cave, and we will start with the questions when we come back. So I'll see you guys there. Never mind. I think we found more cave. Awkward. Okay, so let's just get into the questions then. Let's not worry about any of this mumbo jumbo. First question is from an anonymous user, and he says, "Dark side of the moon or the wall?" This must be from someone that's been to my live streams or something and knows that I am a huge Pink Floyd fan. My favorite album of all time is Dark Side of the Moon, so I'm gonna have to pick that. So thank you for your question, anonymous user. Dark Side of the Moon is my favorite. Let's go back and collect all this. We have a question from Millicent Oak, my lovely tree face partner in the Cherry Patch UHC. He asks, "Do you like mushrooms?" I do like mushrooms. I don't know how I knew to love mushrooms. Ooh, my mouse is doing weird things. I don't know how I learned to love mushrooms. They're kind of a weird thing. They're this thing that grows out of the ground, and you put it in things, and you cook it in things, and I don't know. They're a weird food. I guess I first tried them on a pizza when I was much, much younger. And why am I on peaceful? Awkward. There are no mobs. I was wondering why it was so easy. But now we're gonna get mobs. So thank you for your question, Millicent Oak. The next question is from a Miss Cherry P Gamer, and she's asking, "Where does your inspiration come from to build, to do YouTube, etc. So inspiration for me comes in a lot of forms. Um, like when it comes to building, I either have like an idea in my mind of what I want something to look like, uh, and that's when I really plan out a build. I say I want to do X, Y, and Z on this build, and I try and get it, and I might have a picture for reference, or I might have something else. Um, but when I'm not planning things out so much, it's real. I really go off more on like just a feeling. I want a building to make me feel a certain way, and if I can build and achieve that feeling through my building, I know that I'm doing it well. And I guess that kind of comes from the musical side in me, that music is all about how you feel and how the music makes you feel and how things sound and the emotions that come with it. So that's definitely something that came from that. And let's see what's here. This is a ravine. Ooh, sweet. The the most narrow ravine I've ever seen. So my inspiration to do YouTube. I started YouTube a little over 5 months ago, or I would have been doing YouTube for about 6 months now. Come June for my birthday. I made the choice to start YouTube in January, and I took all the necessary steps, and I think my first video was in February or sometime in late January. Not sure, but the decision was made in January for sure. Um, and I made it because I watched a lot of Let's Play videos, and they entertained me, and I thought that if I would do the same thing, I would provide the same entertainment for people, and possibly, put a smile on someone's face. Because at the end of the day, when I do any videos, it's in hopes that I make someone's day better. In hope that somehow they watch my video, and if they were having a bad day, I could make them laugh with something I said, or with the Tater Talk series, something I can give them something inspiration or something to think about that might better them as a person. And like I basically substituted my TV with watching YouTube and online series and all that type of stuff. So I knew how important internet content from YouTube creators and online companies and stuff would be to people like me. People that just preferred stuff on the internet over their TV and stuff. So I wanted to get in on it, and some of the early people that I watched like religiously, I would watch everything that BOO made. Um, in Minecraft, I thought he still is an amazing builder, and I thought that like all he did was really cool, and it would inspire me to go out and play some Minecraft and attempt to build in the way he does, but I'm not that good. I would watch Vintage Beef. He has a very calm, soothing voice, and he's really funny. And I don't know, I like his attitude, and he's not the best at games, but he has fun, and you could really tell that was something that he did, that he enjoyed. And if you're not enjoying something, it really comes through in your video or in anything that you do. You don't put as much effort into it as others would. But the two main ones would be Good and Kurt. And if anyone watches them, they you would know that they are known for their stories. They're known for just being able to sit down and talk to you and tell a story and make their LPs and video game shows more like a podcast than what it really is. And for a long time, with Kurt and his Farlands or Bust series, which is the first thing I watched Minecraft or game related on YouTube, I would just sit there and I would put his video on and I would not watch the video. I wouldn't watch the video whatsoever, and I would just have it sitting there in the background, and I would be listening to it podcast style, and I would love it. I really would. And the same thing for Good. If you watched any of his older Minecraft stuff, he doesn't do Minecraft as much lately, but the stories that he would tell, they're hilarious. They're really entertaining, and he's someone that you would want to listen to all day. And I guess I've always had a fascination for like talk show radio and just listening to people and their stories and their banter. I really enjoy that, and hopefully I try to emulate that same feeling, and you guys can watch that as well, and you try and get the same sentiment from my video. I tried, and but whatever. So that's pretty much why I do YouTube. I saw some other people do it. I liked it, and I wanted to do it myself. So thank you, Cherry P Gamer, for that wonderful question. Next question is from an anonymous user, and it says favorite phone game. Favorite phone game. If you guys remember the early cell phones, like the early cell phones without color, the Nokias, the infamous unbreakable, untouchable Nokias, they had Snake on it. Yeah, I spent ridiculous amounts of time playing Snake on the Nokias. So I'm gonna have to say that that's definitely my favorite game. And I think there was more cave over this way, so I'm just gonna head over there. So that favorite phone game. Next is anonymous as well, and it says favorite superheroes. My top 3 favorite superheroes. Oh, here's a creeper. Finally, we see a mob. Oh God! My mouse just decided to do things that it wasn't supposed to. Jeebus, that was scary. Before I answer, let me see if I explored everything here. Yes. So my favorite superhero was the Hulk as a kid, and it still is. I really like the Hulk, but I never really got into comics and the canon universe of all these things, so I don't know much about them. I just know I like them. So the Hulk was definitely someone I liked. As of late, I'm really enjoying the Batman series. With the Dark Knight, they're wonderful movies, and so I'm really enjoying that. So I'm gonna have to say Batman for my second one, and then more cave, and then I think Hugh Jackman really plays Wolverine well. I think Hugh Jackman is his name. So I'm gonna have to say Wolverine for the last one. I'm not big on superheroes, so I can't really iterate too much there. Ooh, don't do that. All right, next question is from GTT Tate, and he says, "What are your goals for the future?" And this is funny because if you would have asked me this about 2 years ago, I would have had my jaw dropped and like drool coming out. I would not have known how to answer this. And it's just funny how quickly you grow up and how quickly you can like orient yourself to towards something that you want to do. 2 years ago, when back when I started out school, I started out late. College, that is. I started out later than normal. I took like a year off, for being lazy, for no other reason other than that, and with that year that I took off, I kind of got all my laziness out of the way, so that was good. But I really didn't know what to do. And I went into school thinking I wanted to be a psychologist because I took a couple courses in high school and I really enjoyed the whole psychology thing and seeing how people's brains worked and how they ticked and all that, and all the disorders. It was really fascinating to me. Uh, so I thought, all right, I'm gonna be a psychologist. But then I really thought about it, and I was like, you know, becoming a psychologist is a really tough career path. I'm not gonna be able to like uh, do a lot of the things that I enjoy doing if I do that. And you know, I'm gonna be over my head in debt. And it was just a lot of factors that came into play, and I basically said I'm not gonna do psychology as much as I enjoy it, and I still took I was still heading down that way. Um, a couple years in just psychology, but then I decided I'm gonna do nursing. I do. I don't know if I've talked about this in the Tater Talks episode, but since I am a musician, I tend to do volunteer work at a hospital for musicians on call, and what they do is that they provide music for sick people in hospitals. So you go into a room and you say, "Hey, would you like someone to sing you a song?" And they don't have to be terminal, they don't have to be dying or anything. You just you know they're they could just be recovering from an operation or coming in for a checkup or something. But you go in and you say, "Hey, would you like a song?" And if they say yes, I go in with my guitar and I sing them a song or two, and I go about my day. And I do this for a couple people every week. I do this weekly, and I really really enjoy it. Uh, and that all comes from psychological studies that say that music and hearing people sing is uh, is really highly correlated to a speedy recovery process from whatever they're ailing from. Including if you're depressed and this and that. Just hearing someone sing a song or hearing some good music can really help lighten up your mood and really help you towards a speedy recovery. So the organization is based on that, and I absolutely love it. And through that, I was able to, hang around hospitals a lot and see how they work. And I saw that nursing is a profession that really gears himself towards helping others. And in the end, that's what I wanted to do in psychology. I wanted to, do like a therapist type of thing. And it basically, I chose a career path that would have been easier for me, easier on my wallet and my whole life situation, but still allowed me to help people. So I want to become a nurse when I grow up. Realistically, I'm going to become a nurse, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll continue YouTube, and I will continue doing all these things, streaming and entertaining you guys while I do that. Unrealistically, if I had like a goal that is probably ridiculous, I want to become a full-time musician of some sort. I want to be able to. Oh man, I have so much, and I don't have any wood to make this into coal blocks. Good job, Tater. Um, I want to become a full-time musician, whether that be me being in someone's band or becoming a famous writer, songwriter. Um, I don't know. Getting a hit song or something. I would really, really, really enjoy that, and that would be something that I would be incredibly happy doing. Because, like I said, music is my life, and yeah, there's really not much else to that. So, goals for the future. It's really just finish school, get my degree, start nursing, continue doing YouTube, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So, let's see. What is my proudest achievement? That is another question I got from an anonymous user. That's a tough one. Proudest achievement. I'm going to think about that for a second, and I'll move on to the next question. And once I figure out my proudest achievement, I'll get back to it. Do I need melons? No, I do not need melons. Do you watch Doctor Who? No, I don't watch Doctor Who. And I have watched Doctor Who, and I got up to where the point where 10th Doctor, 11th Doctor, what's his face? It's not Matt Smith, but the Tennant, David Tennant, when he had to regenerate, and the whole rage-inducing part with Rose, I love you, but he never says it. Yeah, I got up to that part. Why would you blow up? I was nowhere near you, dude. And I kind of lost interest after that. I really enjoyed the whole Rose-Doctor relationship, even when Eccleston, or whatever his name was in the show. And as soon as they got rid of Rose, I kind of couldn't care anymore. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, because I know a lot of people are Whovians on the internet, and especially the people that watch me. But I just couldn't get into it. And do I have any interest of going back? No, I don't. I have so many other things that I need to catch up on or watch than to revisit a show that I already deemed dead. For me, at least. Okay, let me just scroll up here. Best moment in gaming when you've been recording and outside of recording. So I don't know if I told this story either, but I started a YouTube channel a couple years ago for LPs as well. And this was before I had any real public speaking skills, and I've always been a very social person, but my public speaking, talking to people without having anyone there to listen to me was a little awkward for me, and I just couldn't do it. But I tried my hand at a couple LPs, and this was when I was much younger, and I kind of didn't know too much about the actual logistics of recording and mic setups and this and that, like the actual technical hardware aspect of it. I had a little bit of trouble with. Oh, am I in a ravine? Huh. That's cool. Alright, get out of here, creeper. So every time I had to record an episode back in the day, it took me forever to set everything up to get like really crappy quality episodes. But I thought they were the absolute best thing that's to ever hit the internet. But I remember this is the best recorded moment in gaming history for me. In my gaming history, at least. Ow. Nope. Go wait. So I set up a recording, and I'm recording, and I remember this quite clearly. I'm recording Banjo-Kazooie, my favorite game of all time, and I'm thinking this is gonna be sweet. It's gonna be awesome. And I had already got rid of a recording because I was failing, and it was not good YouTube. So I said I'm gonna re-record this and try and do better this time. So I set up the recording, and I'm doing really well, really, really well. And this was around around the time when my sisters just didn't have any sense of privacy, so they would just barge in my room whenever, and it would, anyone barging into your room would really put people off. But it would put me off, especially when I was recording. So I was recording, and I'm doing really well on the episode, and I'm enjoying it all, and yes, it's gonna be an awesome recording. And then out of nowhere, my sister's just like, she barges in and she's like, "Hi, how are ya? How? What are you doing?" And I blow up. I was furious. I was like, "You ruined my recording!" Da 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 da. And I went on a rampage. Like I yelled at her. I told her a couple choice words, and that was really really fun to watch back later after. Uh, you hear the rage in my voice, and those videos don't exist anymore, unfortunately. So I can't link them to you. But that was really funny. Looking back at it, at the time I was pissed. But oh well, things happen. Oh Jesus! All right, I found diamonds, but I have no idea where they're shooting. Oh, I see you. Jesus Christ! It scared the crap out of me. So that's best moment in gaming history. Unrecorded history. It was when I beat Kingdom Hearts 1 for the first time. It was, Kingdom Hearts is a long game, and I had been playing it for a really long time by the time I finished it, and it just felt really good. And, it wasn't a baby game or anything of that sort, so it was like the first real decent game that I beat. And I'm not counting like Mario or anything, because everyone beats those games. So what else? Next question is from GTT. Oh, and that last question was from GTT as well. Huh. Yeah, that's a lot of questions. So if I could fight anyone in the Cherry Patch, who would it be? Frostboo Flyer. Come at me, Bill. Fight me at PAX. Next question. Will I make a twerk video? How did that slip in there? No twerk video. Oh my god. So someone tagged this as PewDiePie. So PewDiePie asked me a question, and he said, "What 3 people would you want to meet in real life that you've personally talked to on the interwebs?" Real life people that I'd like to talk to and meet. Okay, well, Karadak the Hun is a really good friend of mine, and I talk to him every single day, and I've developed a good enough relationship with him, and I'd really love to meet him, because he's a cool dude, and I'm a cool dude, and we're just 2 wild and crazy guys. All right, name that reference. Do it. Name it. With bleached water. I guess this next pick would be kind of a 2-for-1 deal, because I've developed a really good relationship with Brit and Prothy from Till Death or Respawn, and I think it'll be pretty cool for the 3 of us to hang out, since we have like this love triangle thing going on, because Prothy is my baby. And yeah, next person would definitely have to be like GTT, since he was one of the first people that I met starting up on YouTube, and he really supported me, and meeting him would be super cool, even if it is kind of creepy that I am much older than him. Oh god, I gotta get rid of something. There we go. No, don't do that. Can I? I can. Can I do that? Can I? Nope, I cannot. Alright, give me a second while I grab these diamonds. So those were the 3 people. Let me check the next. Who is the hottest person you've met on the interwebs? Me. Next question. 3 hottest female celebrities. Scarlett Johansson. Off the top of my head, this is gonna be a little hard. Scarlett Johansson and Anne Hathaway is pretty hot. Just gonna Natalie Portman. Not the hottest, but the first three I can think of. They're all pretty hot. Let me get out of here. There you go. Where do I live? That I am from Miami, Florida. That's pretty much it. Miami, Florida. Will I ever stream Cards Against Humanity? Now that is a game that I love playing. Will I ever stream it? Probably not. I have joined a couple people while they have been streaming Cards Against Humanity. In particular, MN Sweet or AKA Minecraft. I've joined them in their Cards Against Humanity games, and they're tons of fun. They're a little too raunchy for me to stream them, because I know there are certain people like my younger cousin and all that watch my YouTube and watch my streams and stuff, and I don't think I want to ruin their childhood just yet. There's way too much time in our lives to be ruining them now. Why are you such a poo? I'm pretty sure that's Karadak. Because I am. Let's see. And second to last question is, what are your best, worst moments as a content creator online? And this is from JSeed. And this is a little different from the question we got earlier about your best moments in gaming history. I think of the best, how do I say this? I'll tell you my worst moment, since it's a bit easier. My worst moment as a content creator was looking back, and this is back when I was doing covers on YouTube, just musical covers, and I wasn't good. I was teaching myself how to play the guitar and also teaching myself how to sing and all these things, so I wasn't very good. And admittedly, I look back at them and at all these covers, and they weren't good at all. So some of the hate that I received from them was well received. Like, it wasn't uncalled for, but people online are mean. And back in high school, I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna put out these covers on YouTube of me singing and playing the guitar, and it's gonna be awesome. And then just receiving a lot of hate for it and a lot of negative criticism. It was bad, and it kind of made me stop creating covers. And probably better, because it's better for me, because they weren't good, and it really pushed me to go out and make myself a better guitar player and a better singer and all that. So in the end, that hate kind of fueled me. So the worst moment even had a silver lining. Now, my best moment as a content creator. Actually, I haven't told anyone this, and I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but I remember the other day, not the other day, this was a long time ago, about 2 or 3 months ago, I put out a certain TaterTalks video, and we were talking about it, put out the video, and then in my YouTube inbox, I see that someone has watched my video, and they said, Tater, thank you for putting out this video. Thank you for, what you said in the video has really helped me and has really opened my eyes to X, Y, and Z. And you, had it not been for this video, I would have been in this situation, blah, 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 right? And seeing that what I was doing is actually reaching to people that, one, isn't in my immediate circle, and it's actually doing really good work, made me, it had me beaming, and I really enjoyed that. Like I said earlier, I wanted to be a psychologist to help people. Switched into nursing so I can still help people, and the Tater Talk series is centered around helping, and the fact that I saw that I got that comment from that person, and they said that I helped them in whatever form and manner. It really whatchamacallit, just uplifted me, and that was probably my best moment as a content creator online. Actually, I said that was the second to last question, but I'm reading the last question is just a random question from AskFM, which is what I was using for the questions. And if you guys want to leave me more questions, I would love to answer them. And actually, if you guys want to leave me like situations or things that you want to talk about, that you want me to talk about in later Tater Talks video, I would love to get your inputs here on AskFM. So I'm gonna link my AskFM in the description, and just go on here. And if you have a problem, just be like, hey, this and this and this is happening. What is your advice? Or Tater, can you talk about this because it's because I think it's something that you should talk about. I would totally do that. So once again, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I would have never guessed, and it's really, you guys have me speechless. I have nothing to say but good things about each and every single one of you, and the way it's looking, I'm looking to be growing every day, more and more. So, guys, continue watching my videos. Continue telling your friends to watch my videos, because hopefully, with all that, they'll get something out of it, good or bad. Someone will benefit from them. So I think I'm gonna call it an episode there, and I'm just gonna have to throw my armor on the ground for now, since I can't put them in my inventory. Let's go into F1. So, as always, I've been Tater Swag. Thank you for sticking around while I cave and talk to you guys for a little bit. And I will see you in the next episode of Tater Talks. Bye!